Good morning and welcome to Herb Oracle Podcast, botanical divination with herbs, essences, flowers, and trees with your host, Herbal Marie. Let's start the day off pulling some oracle cards and getting a few messages. We can shoot the shiitake in a spiritual way-ish. And if you follow me on Instagram, I'll post a pic of the cards at Herb Oracle. Thanks so much for joining me. Here we go. Hey there. I don't know what I'm waiting for. I've been sitting at my desk here for about 5 minutes, just sitting here. Finally, I was like, why don't you push record? Why don't you do a morning show? Why don't you pull some oracle cards? Why don't you talk about the law of ascension? That's what we're doing today. So good morning. Yeah, sometimes we do just need to sit here and pull ourselves together and wake up. But ironically, today we're going to do the law of ascension, which is really waking up. But yeah, I'm just talking about like waking up from the morning fog and had a good night's sleep. Fun day yesterday. Kind of foggy when I try to think back on what I did. So I'll just tell you what I remember. I remember one of my best mama friends stopping by. Every time she shows up, it's just like so fun. And she's coming at me with a handful of garlic scapes and a whole bunch of other fun goodies she was just pawning them off on me because she had too much or didn't want it anymore. But I always take cast-offs when it comes to plants and herbs and food because, I just appreciate it all. So, yeah, I had a little garlic scape last night. And she also gave me a couple sad-looking thymes that she started from seed. So I'm going to try to bring back these thyme plants. And what else? Opal basil also needs to be a little TLC. And she also gave me a hydrangea, which we walked back and we planted them by the Ella campaign. So we'll see how that works out because, her and I, we both have this issue where, like, we don't know where to put anything anymore. And then it's like, oh, we can't put anything there because, there's like a plant that will bully it. It won't give it any space or this or that. So I said, how about back there by the side of the garage by the Ella campaign? So that's what we did. So we'll see how it goes. Walked around. We smelled plants. She also brought a mystery plant that she can't figure out. I know it's part of the mint family. It's got a square stem, but it's kind of like one of those things like it's just like a hybrid or strain of mint. And but we're just not sure like which one. It could just be like a basic mint. It wasn't too impressive. But since it's growing all over her property and trying to take over everything, she's really curious what it is. And I don't know, it's like sometimes you just can't place things. Like I was driving with my son who got his permit, and we were going up a back road, and there was these awesome yellow flowers, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, is there any chance you want to like drive that back that way again? So I did a loop, and so I could get out and take a picture of these flowers, because I'm like, what are these things? Why are they here? Here they're garden loosestrife. But yeah, I had to refer to my wildflower identification book that my mom got me. Thanks, Mom. Because like I typed in like 5-petal yellow flower in the internet. And as you can imagine, like tons and tons of stuff came up, but nothing was quite like that. It kept trying to tell me that it was like a marsh marigold. But it wasn't that. And I was like, no, like the leaves are different. Like it's not that. And here it is, garden loosestrife, yellow loosestrife. It's actually an invasive plant, but what a beautiful pop of color going up this dirt wooded road. Like it was really cool looking. And I think it's got to have some medicinal properties. I'm going to look into it. But yeah, I just love new things finding me. And I love old things finding me too. Like red clover keeps popping up. I see, in oracle cards, people's Instagram posts. And yeah, it's fun to notice what is finding you and why. Because I often request from the universe, give me what I need and what I'm ready for. Like, okay, I'm ready to level up. let's take this show to another level. Not this actual podcast, but the show of my life, Like, because sometimes we plateau. We're like raising our vibration. We're feeling really good. We're having a lot of like spiritual aha moments. And then we just sort of kind of plateau. And we're just kind of there in that same frequency for a while. And then, you get kind of like, okay, time to level up. So that is the point. Like, if you feel like you're ready for more, like I'm ready for more, then tell the universe, hey, I'm requesting, give me what I'm ready for and what I need. What do I need? So just FYI, disclaim, disclaim out the wazoo. Sometimes it's not always what you want. So be very careful before you make that request, because sometimes what you need is maybe not what your ego mind thinks that you want, but ultimately it's all good. All right, so I hope you're good. Thanks for connecting with me here, there, and everywhere. I feel like a lot of vibrationally matched people are being drawn to me right now, and I am so thankful for that, because I was sort of feeling like, needing that personal connection, not a whole lot, but just a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And just seeing that other people are on the same path. And I love to be inspired and uplifted. So yeah, I really appreciate all the social connections. So thank you so much. So today I have the Herbal Healing Deck by Sarah Baldwin and Ashley Verkamp. That's what's out. That is what is out on the table. But let me grab my stack, my printables. I move you over a little bit. Today we're on number 5. Number 5 is alive. So if you're tuning in for the first time, we're doing 105 universal laws that I printed off the internet. I found this article. Yesterday I was like, actually, I think I even said, did somebody just make this one up? So, it's like take them or leave them, but you can listen to them with an open mind. They're good, maybe contemplation starters. Maybe not, like yesterday, it really wasn't a good conversation starter. I read the Law of Analogy yesterday, and I was just like, duh. Like, I had no thoughts, nothing to say. Just like, okay, let's pull some cards, I guess. And then we got a message, but we also talked about vaccines yesterday. That's right. That's why I have a block of memory, because like I feel done with that shit. I don't, like, when I couldn't remember what I did yesterday, that's hilarious. We did that yesterday. That's funny. Maybe that's a good sign that I did some healing work. I did some releasing work. Hopefully I put forth some grounded, clear energy into the collective. And all right, well, that's so hilarious. So anyways, yeah, today we're doing number 5, the Law of Ascension. I'm just going to read the paragraph. Maybe I'll reread a few sentences if I feel like I need to hear them again, because sometimes I need to repeat things for it to sink into my thick skull. And then we'll pull some cards from the Herbal Healing Deck and just see if it does have a message about the Law of Ascension. I feel like I've been on an aware journey of ascension, of raising my vibration for several years now. But yeah, just several years. I didn't really have a name for it. Like, for like my whole life, I always wanted to feel better and be well, get happier, right? That's us raising our vibration. So let me just read this. The Law of Ascension. This law defines the high vibrational frequency which the soul of an incarnational being is resonating. All right, holy crap, I'm going to have to read every sentence more. Okay, so this law defines the high vibrational frequency which the soul of the incarnational being is resonating. Okay, when a personality loses the illusion of separation from its God self, the vibration of that person raises to the point of ascension. No longer does this mean that the incarnational personality leaves the earth plane to live a finer existence. It doesn't mean that. It means we are meant to bring our loving energies to our everyday existence, becoming an example or a role model for others to emulate. We can recognize this vibrational frequency in others by the degree to which they are a magnet to others. Okay, so the law of ascension. Okay, so first off, the law is talking about our soul has this high vibrational frequency. Okay, that's our soul. That's just all that just is. I am, right? The I am presence is very high vibe. So when our personality, our ego, loses the illusion of separation from its God self, like right now, some people are, and even people are starting to become aware, we still don't get it 100%. Because we think we're separate from our soul in a way, or we're separate from God, separate from our God self. But once we lose that illusion, once we drop that BS, we have our aha moments, and the vibration raises. Our vibration raises, keeps raising to the point of suggestion. Funny, to the point of ascension. So ascension doesn't mean that like your light body radiates out of your physical vessel. Ascension at this point for us means that we still live here, but we're just aware. We have a higher vibration. We bring our loving energy to everyday existence, and we become an example of light. We become a beacon, a role model for others to emulate, right? For others to see that, oh, you have raised your vibration, and look how amazingly blissed you are, and happy and grounded and clear and content and stable, right? You're coming from this place of love and peace. That is the high vibrational frequency of the soul. So people see that and they emulate that. It's a beautiful thing. This is how we make ripples in the world. This is how we create change. This is how we raise the frequency. So we can recognize this vibrational frequency in others by the degree to which they are a magnet to others, right? So like attracts light, and people are drawn to people of a higher frequency because it is just our natural. Ascension is really natural. It's just our natural desire to raise our frequency, to be happier, to connect with our God self, to connect with love, to just live in that state that we were designed for. That's why like when you hear people like talking about like the agenda of society, that is the agenda of keeping people's frequency lowered. Why would they do that? Well, because society wants to control everybody, like a bunch of sheep. Keep everybody pointed in this direction. Keep everybody thinking this thought. Keep everybody lowered so that they are controllable, so that they, just do what they're told. Because society is afraid of sovereign beings who are connected to their God self, and, understand that a lot of this stuff that we're asked to do here on this earth is just an illusion, just BS. So anyways, that's my thoughts on it. The law of ascension. Yeehaw, little doggy. All right, so let me turn around here, have a sip of my roasted dandelion tea. Oh, that's another story. I went to the Amish Bent, which they have like banged up groceries, like way cheap. And some of it's expired. Like, you have to really check out the dates, because maybe you don't want to be eating that thing from 2.5 years ago. But anyways, they had like 6 boxes of roasted dandelion root tea from Traditional Medicinals for $1. And I was like, yeah, so they're $1 each. So I got all 6 because I was like, dang, like that's a hookup. And really, that I didn't even look at the date. I was like, you're fine. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Come home with me. You're coming home with me. So, I don't know if I told you this. I don't know if I told you guys, but did I tell you that I watched a video on YouTube from the mom of 10? It's Tatiana with a real long name. She has 10 kids. She's a minimalist, and she did a house tour, and she has like no stuff. Like nothing. There's like nothing in her house. And they only have like each like a few outfits. And I am like looking around my house today, and I'm getting company this afternoon. Another different mama friend is coming to visit me, and I am using it as motivation, like clean the house now, and I'm like trying to get rid of stuff. And that's actually how I lured her over, because I'm getting rid of a whole bunch of homeschool books that we've just either outgrown, or I can foresee that we're never going to use them really. So I want to offer them to my friends first before I offer them to Goodwill. And, but anyways, so this woman with the 10 kids totally triggered me to be like, get rid of all your items. Get rid of everything you own. But of course, that's not going to happen, because I have shelves of herbs and tinctures, and we have art supplies and homeschool books. But it is a good reminder to downsize. And, hey, if it doesn't resonate anymore, like, hey, shout out to KonMari method. If it doesn't spark joy, then yeah, you don't need to keep it in your space anymore, because you do want to make room for the energy to flow, especially when we're talking about the law of ascension. That just kind of happens naturally. Like, as you raise your vibration, I think a lot of times you just want less stuff. You just don't want to spend an hour every day picking up clutter and rearranging, and so we still have a little bit to go on our journey, because hello, books, it's hard to get rid of books. And but everything else I've really downsized big time over the last couple years, but I guess it's still going on. All right, so the herbal healing deck, let's get this out. What an awesome deck. We love this deck. Don't we? It really is cool. Like, if you're going to treat yourself to an herbal deck, it's awesome, because the book is just so well written too. I mean, if I wanted to go up to the playground with the kids and I wanted something to read, I could just grab this book. Wouldn't even have to take the cards with me. Just take the book. It's so good. Just well done, Sarah and Ashley. I love the illustrations. So, okay, so we're talking about the law of ascension, raising our vibration, totally natural thing to do, #ascension, a lot of different perspectives from ascension, for sure. We can, look at it from many, many different viewpoints. But today we're going to look at it from the herbal viewpoint. Let's see what the herbs have to say. If anything, maybe they'd like to talk to us about what we can do to raise our ascension better, right? Maybe we just have a little message somewhere. Maybe I should ask a question. All right. What can we do to raise our ascension better? Of course, that's sort of like the natural thing for our energy to do, like a cork that you put under the water. It's just going to rise up. This is kind of the natural thing to do. Ooh. Oh, we got a popper, you guys. We got a pop-up. All right. No shit. It's red clover. This girl is following me everywhere. Oh my God, I love it. The one popping up, sorry for the expressive profane moment. But holy shit, you guys, red clover. I just was commenting like right before this morning. I'm seeing this card everywhere. Okay. I see you. I see you, and now I see red clover seeing me see her. I see you, red clover. This is all about flow and going with the flow and letting synchronicities happen. And she's like, listen, why are you even asking what you can do to raise your vibration? You don't need to do anything. You just need to be. You just need to allow the energy to do what it does. So I love that red clover that is so fun because, you know, you guys, I could have shoved that down back in the deck. I could have went with the top card. I could have went with the bottom card, but no, I could not take my eyes off of the pop-up. And I was like, that's our card. And it's red clover. And it's red clover. All right. This is usually when I push pause and like run around the house and be like, ah. But I will just sit here with you and try to pull myself together. Or maybe I should not pull myself together. Like, hey, I just had a burst of energy. Why would I try to water it down and subdue it? Like, that's us raising our vibration. Letting yourself be silly. Letting yourself get happy, letting yourself squeal, letting yourself shout out, holy shit, if like all of a sudden you really just had like a moment of this like bliss, this entertained, like, oh my gosh, universe, I just love it when the universe goes out of its way to just, entertain me. And yeah, it makes you feel like the queen of your own reality when you start having these synchronicities that it's like, honey, that was catered for you. Like that was we just knocked ourselves out to get you to smile, to get you to laugh, to get you to raise your vibration. Because yeah, that's what it's all about. That's ascension. That is going with the flow. And that's the thing. Like, we don't really need to do anything to raise our vibration. It's more of a question like, what are we doing that's lowering it? What are we doing that's hindering it, blocking it? Because our energies will naturally rise. If people weren't constantly every day being bombarded with bad news, fear, chemicals, drugs, poisons, negative thoughts, politics, you know what I mean? Like, they would be a lot happier, right? They're forced into, getting into debt, then they have to work for evs, like they're constantly being lowered. If people could step out of that illusion and somehow break free from it, at least mentally, right? Even if you have to still work that job, break free mentally and start to see it from a higher perspective. But anyways, my point is people would just naturally get happier and love their life more if they weren't constantly being brought down. Like, yeah, shade is being thrown on you all damn day. So yeah, you don't have to, try to do anything special. Like, you could just stop, allowing yourself to be lowered. But yeah, of course, there's stuff we can do. We can meditate. We can dance. We can turn on music. We can go outside. We can be with nature. We can be with Gaia. There's a lot of stuff we can do to raise our frequency. Follow your bliss. Do what you're passionate about. Just keep following your excitement. Any moment of the day, just keep following it. That's going with the flow. All right, so I think what we will do is look at the top and bottom card with red clover. On the top, we have calendula, which is a message to shine. And on the bottom, we have turmeric, which is also another golden herb, a golden message. Of course, it has a message of persistence, like don't give up, right? You have to, not that you have to do anything super, super special, but just don't give up, right? When you get your heart and eyes and your mind set on the light, then you really do need to keep focusing in that direction. Keep reminding yourself, especially if you are lowered, if your frequency is lower and you're in those realms of sadness, depression, fear, anxiety, worry, stress, agitation, attack. Okay, you are going to have to make intentions to get your ass out of that. You are going to have to really make it a daily practice, sometimes a moment to moment practice. And there's lots of different ways that you can do. And the best thing to do is ask the universe, like I said, like, please send me what I'm ready for. What could help me now? Like I did that, and then the Course in Miracles kept on popping up everywhere, just like red clovers popping up everywhere for me. A Course in Miracles did, and I glanced at it and I was like, I don't think so. But then that mother trucker just kept on popping up. I'd hear somebody mention it. I'd see a post for it, like this or that. So finally, I decided to try it, and now I'm on day lesson 170. And my persistence, just to do that, once a day, and then think about the lesson throughout the day. It's really kind of interesting how something that I really judged as not for me has actually benefited me and expanded me. And so shout out to Tina Louise Spalding. Tina Louise Spalding is reading me the lesson every day, and then she's doing a beautiful channeling, which is actually bringing it home, making it real time. And if I did it with anybody else, I don't think that it would have the same effect that it's having on me. So thank you, Tina. So we've got turmeric and calendula. So gorgeous, so beautiful. Calendula is saying, please shine your light. We're talking about the law of ascension. Please shine your light so that others can see you shining your light, so that they can get permission to shine their light as well. And then we are just growing brighter each day. We're anchoring light into the earth. And we're helping people heal their past traumas and release their negativities. But it's going to take a group of people doing the light work to do that. So shine your light, be a light worker, share your experience, but mostly just share your energy and your face, and let people lay eyes on you when you're in your happy place, and really consciously send that out to people too. If you're somewhere in a room, and you don't have to get up on stage and run your mouth like I probably would, but like you could just sit there and, because I do just sit there sometimes. I'm not always a motor mouth, but just put your light out, put your love out, see yourself kind of glowing with love for life, and see who you attract. Be prepared, because sometimes people who are really needing the light, they're seeking the light. Sometimes, at first you're like, why am I attracting all these depressed people? But they it's like a moth to the flame. Like they need what you've got, but they don't need your light. They need their own light. So that's what you're activating within them. You're being the example. So keep on being the beacon today and every day. That's going to take persistence on your part. Turmeric is saying, you're going to have to just keep on shining, even if you're labeled weird or different, or, because sometimes there's going to be those trolls who want to stomp down your light. But troll, you need the light too. And guess what? Ascension, we're all going home. So you can resist it all you want, but eventually everybody wants to return to the light. So thank you, Red Clover, going with the flow, shining your light with calendula. Turmeric's saying you can do this, be persistent. Turmeric, when we include it in our diet every day, it gives us digestive strength, and that really is what we need a lot of the times, like just healthy vessels, healthy bodies to keep on holding more light. Oh, that's interesting with the calendula now right above it. You know, our bodies have to, that's the thing. If you start getting into ascension, you can Google ascension symptoms. And yeah, like as our bodies hold more energy, hold more light, get back to our God self, yeah, we do have to purge some junk in our body. We do have to let our bodies catch up to the rising frequencies. So sometimes you're like so tired. Sometimes you actually get sick, and that's okay. Like your body is letting go. Just like we declutter our house, sometimes your body needs to declutter as well. So that's really interesting too, because red clover does help release stagnation in the body, kind of gets the lymph cleaned out. And yeah, I love this message. I'm not done. I think I want one more card. Whoa, there it is. I went to shuffle and one tripped out. So there we go. I said I wanted one more card, and that's all we're going to get. Dang. Are you freaking kidding me? All right. It's shooting star, which is a message of life purpose. There it is, y'all. There's our message. So this is your life purpose. Oh, you thought it was to go to college, get in debt, do a job you hate, take care of a house that you'll never pay for in this lifetime, and then die? That's it? Pay taxes and die? No, bitch. It's to shine your light. It is to help wake up other people, right? So it's for you to be happy. That's your life purpose. That's it. I'm sorry if that's too simple, but your purpose is to connect with yourself and raise your frequency and remember who you truly are. You're not this personality that society has helped define. You are a soul. You are a spirit. That's who you really are. And the purpose of your life is to remember that. Because when we incarnated, it's like we got amnesia. We totally forgot that we are a spiritual being on a spiritual journey of soul expansion. And it's like your whole entire purpose is to remember that. As you remember that, your purpose then expands to helping other people remember that. And you don't need to go knocking on doors. You don't need to, even say a word, really. How you do that is shining your light. All right, so cards on point, law of ascension, very good. If you're not feeling very good, then, before you can raise your frequency and get higher in your vibration, sometimes part of ascension, faux show, is diving into your darkness and, having that death of ego, that dark night of the soul, and kind of just being reborn into a new person and opening your heart space. So yeah, if what I just said, you're just like, ugh, then you are ready to do your shadow work. So there's lots of stuff on YouTube to help you, encourage you to do your shadow work, or just dive into your dark spaces, because it really is. In your darkness where you're going to find your brightest light. And you can't go higher in your frequency if you haven't done your inner work and haven't gone into your dark places. So do that first. All right. So, wow, I'm excited to go outside and connect with nature, and also because my house is humming. I don't know. We live by a gas well, and who knows, maybe it's something else, but I always hear the house humming, right? It's just too much electrical bullshit in this house. And then the gas well too. So I am so excited to go outside today. I feel like it's a great day, as it is every day, to sit outside and meditate and really just connect deep with Earth Gaia. All right, so I want to read from the book a little bit, or a lot of it. I don't know. I'm in a hurry, but then part of me is slow down and go with the flow. because there's a lot of different things that we could maybe also get from these 4 beautiful cards by the herbal healing deck. So we've got clover, calendula, turmeric, and shooting star. So clover, it's awesome. It's a nitrogen fixer for the earth, for the ground, for the soil. It has coumarins in it, so it can thin your blood. It could be used for treating bruises. The white clover is especially good for that. I heard that because my daughter, we've been riding bicycles and her legs are so bruised. Not that that's funny, but like they're everywhere. I'm like, geez, like, hello, you need some vitamin C. But yeah, maybe we could make a poultice of the little white clovers that are everywhere right now and just mash those up and put them on our leg bruises. So clover increases the flow within the body. It can remove congestion not only of the blood, but also the saliva, tear ducts, and glands that have become hardened after infection. So yeah, if you guys want to know more about red clover, head on over to the podcast Herbal Marie. and there is a podcast I just did called Red Clover. So clover comes into our life to herald a time of movement, change, and flow. Movement, change, and flow. We all think of red clovers with St. Patty's Day, good luck. But actually, each of the 4 leaves can stand for a theme: faith, hope, love, and luck. Faith, hope, love, and luck. So yeah, it's a good sign we got red clover. It could mean good fortune is coming your way and a pleasant turn of events. So I am very thankful that red clover is stalking my ass. Please stay with me always because I need some good turn of events with faith, hope, love, and luck. This is also an herb that can be used for fertility. And it is cool that it also increases the fertility of the soil. So shout out to red clover. You are awesome. Okay, so red clover does want us to take a deep breath right now. And remember to stay open to receiving the good that comes our way. So if we are pinching ourselves off with negative belief systems, we're just focused on the darkness more than the light, that does block the reception of the good vibes. Be open to the good vibes. And oh my gosh, red clover says one way to keep the flow going in your life is to let go of the old. So let go of the old negative belief systems, the old patterns, all the old clutter in your house. I'm just saying, let's let it go. And especially when these possessions that we keep lugging around with us are bringing us down. Like, are they holding negative energy? Do they remind you of a time in your life that sucked? Get it out of your house. Get it out. Get the shit out. Hey, I thought I had a potty mouth, but I actually jumped into a live stream of She Is of the Woods, and I was like, oh no, your mouth is fine. There are bigger potty mouths than you. So I don't even feel bad. Okay. So let's see, another way, just one more thing. Make sure that you're letting go of any possessions that don't match your energy anymore. So if you have clothes that you just wouldn't wear anymore, that's not just who you are, why do you still have them? Get rid of them. I'm so guilty of this. Because in Pennsylvania, first of all, the weather is crazy. One part of the year it's freezing cold, another part it's hot as hell. And maybe that just all happens in the same week. So I feel like I never know what I'm going to need to put on. But we hold on to maybe a dress. I don't know, what if I get invited to a wedding? I might need this dress, or, But like, really, like maybe you don't need to hold on to everything, and especially if it's not who you are. So I just even went through my closet the other day and I was like, yeah, I'd never wear that. If I got invited to something today, it wouldn't be that. So it might as well be passed on to somebody else. Like, thank you. Thank you for hanging out with me in my closet for no reason for 5 years. I'm going to let you go now. It just clears away stagnation, and then we create more space. Because space feels good and it allows the energy to flow more freely in our life. So that's what red clover is all about, flow. How can you create more flow today for yourself? Think about that. How can you do that? How can you attract more blessings? Well, red clover says appreciate the good that is currently in your life. So when you're getting rid of stuff, be like, thank you. Thank you for that. When you're letting go of past events that were negative, say thank you. Thank you for that lesson. And then look around in your life right now and count your blessings. Count the people in your life that you really love to see and to have and be around. Even if it's only a couple people, it's okay. Be appreciative for those couple people that you have in your life right now, and more will be attracted to you. You don't have anybody in your life that you like? Appreciate yourself. Start with self-love, self-appreciation, and see what is drawn to you, who is magnetized to you, right? The law of ascension. When you put your light out there, what did it say? Yeah, as you raise your vibrational frequency, you're going to be a magnet. To the degree to which you raise your vibrational frequency, you will magnetize other like beings to yourself. All right, let's see what else it says here. Clover grows all over the world. It imbues a sense of appreciation for common things, and it is associated with financial luck. So bring it. Appreciate luck in all forms, big and small. The attitude of gratitude will keep you open and receptive. So the attitude of gratitude will help us open up to more and more of life's blessings. You just got to get started being grateful every day. And Clover is here to give you hope. All right. So if you just feel really down and out, and you feel like you've been run through the ringer of life, the spirit of Clover asks you to hold steady to your faith. While uncertainty and change can be difficult, it is a necessary part of growth. So red clover is telling us, don't fear it. Do not resist the changes. Just trust that the movement in your life is guiding you down a better path. So go with the flow. Okay, so now we're flipping a page or two back to go to calendula, 2 pages back. Calendula with a message of shine. Yeah, we need to shine our light no matter what. We need to shine, shine, shine. So there's a quote from Marianne Williamson, first of all, which is hilarious. Because I just unfollowed her yesterday. Like, I don't know, like, well, I love that she promotes like A Course in Miracles and all this, but I just yesterday was like, I just do not feel like getting into politics, especially because I see her losing a lot of her spiritual ideals, like maybe not losing them, but playing the political game, which I guess she feels like she has to do that. But yeah, I mean, yesterday I'm like, you know what? I can put my energy into anything that I want, and I don't really want to put it into politics. So I'm going to send love to the politics and send, like, I hope that people can come at it without fighting, but I just wanted to step back yesterday. So it's funny to see Marianne Williamson here with saying there's nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. So yeah, like as I send love to her, she is brilliant, but I just don't think I want to see political stuff on my feed all the time. And yeah, like I just politics. I just can't. Can you? I just hardly can't anymore. But yeah, I mean, politics, I just wish politicians would quit, like, I mean, just stick to to who you are. And yeah, but then at the same time, I get that, like, if you are going to play a game, there are like ways to play it, right? Like, you can't just like set up the Uno game and start playing it like Monopoly or vice versa, you know, like, I guess. But yeah, I just see her being so wishy-washy. And like, if she could just be solid in her beliefs and in her light and all the weird woo-woo stuff that I know she truly believes, like, that would bring about real change in politics. But if she's just going to act like another politician who's afraid to, you know, offend this or that, it's like, honey, you're not going to win the game like that. Like, I really feel like her taking her own advice to, you know, shine, which she is. She's doing a good job. But I just see her, like, getting sucked into the game. All right, whatever. But hey, I mean, it happens. Like, why do you think Trump won? Because he was just unabashedly himself. Like, and people on some level, like, appreciated that. I don't know. It's like, so I just feel like I hope that Marianne Williamson continues to truly be herself and be proud of the work she has been doing. And yeah, if she has a belief system, like, why be bullied away from that? So anyways, good luck, Marianne. If she makes it, I'd vote for her. Hell yeah. If it came down to her being, you know, the Democratic candidate, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, I couldn't get behind Hillary Clinton, that's for damn sure, but I could get behind Marianne Williamson. So yeah, keep on shining, Marianne. But yeah, I'm probably not gonna like keep following your journey until then. I will send her love and light. All right, I'm off on a tangent. Are you shining your light, girl? Are you? Calendula is awesome. I should probably put some on my sunburned back. Calendula also clears away stagnation of the lymph and boosts the immune system. So clover and calendula coming through together is like, yeah, yeah, didn't you just get that stagnant energy when you were talking about politics? Yeah, we need to clear that out. We need to get it to move. That just keeps people rotten. But yeah, that kind of energy just keeps people rotten for sure. All right, so clearing away stagnation on all levels. I'm not going to read the whole thing because, like, I mean, we have our days to get on with. But yeah, calendula wants you to share your light, share your skills, share your talents, share your gifts, share your information, share your knowledge. If you're just happy, share your happiness. Like, if you don't know anything about anything, that is fine. You have other things to share. You have smiles, you have hugs, you have, you know, just your energy. Just your energy. That is more than enough. So share your light with others. You inspire them to shine as well. Now, this is now quoting The Wisdom of the Plant Divas, which is a really great book by Thea Summer Deer. And it's talking about, in that book, she talks about calendula being a flower of both joy and sorrow. While the bright blooms follow the sun during the day, at night they collect the dew, which is symbolic of teardrops. And She also connects calendula with Mary Magdalene, an ascended master who helps us with forgiveness and grief. So if you're feeling heartbroken, grieving, call upon calendula and the Magdalene energy for healing and renewal, right? Like we were saying, sometimes you have to go into that darkness and do your healing work before you're ready to hold more light. I mean, you can't go bounce around in joy if you are grieving, if you haven't done that, if you haven't, really fully accepted and experienced that. So yeah, go into your darkness, and do your healing work. It is a process. And then remember to get out in the world, be around other people who are shining, and then bit by bit by bit, shine more and more of your light. So anyways, also forget any past conditioning that tells you not to show off or mandates that a creation must be perfect before sharing it. So it's okay to just give and give and give. Like we want you to show off. We want you to be yourself. But yeah, society's like, don't brag. Bullshit. Brag. Tell people about your good things. Tell people about what you're grateful for. Be an example of someone who appreciates and someone who shines light. Okay? And just give it. Stand proud and tall. So we're going with the flow. We're releasing stagnation. We're remembering to shine our light. And turmeric says, yo, I know that is hard. I know some days that is going to be hard to do. So that's why I'm coming in with a message of persistence. And even Albert Einstein said, never give up on what you really want to do. The person with big dreams is more powerful than one with all the facts. So, yeah, I mean, just keep your eye on the prize of being happy and go with that. And yeah, like you don't need to have any facts to back it up. Just get into your true power, which is, being happy and being expanded and enlightened. And so let's see what else turmeric has to say. It really does help with a lot of things, like everything. And so it helps with poor circulation too, which, as the red clover and calendula are releasing that stagnation, turmeric just comes in to bolster your entire body to get rid of the stagnation and things that you need to let go. So yeah, it's an amazing, amazing healing ally. But today we're just talking about woo-woo stuff, and just turmeric says, despite any sense of failure or self-doubt or challenge, turmeric wants us to hold fast to our goals. Persistence now will conquer even the most daunting of obstacles in time. And turmeric is so yellow, which reminds us of the solar plexus, the seat of our own personal willpower. So just as turmeric's stubborn stains persist, your work will leave its mark on the world, granted that you do not quit now. So don't quit. Don't quit now. Like everything that we're doing leaves a seed or a stain, however you want to look at it. Like me getting up and sharing myself. I could make this podcast today and someone could find it in 2 or 3 years. They could just stumble across it in 5 years, 50 years, if the internet doesn't crash. Right? I've left a mark on the world. I've given a message to someone in the future that they needed to hear and they're now. And I did it from the past, right? It's so freaking cool. So, when you align your will with the greater good and commit to work for the benefit of others, it is true that sometimes the going gets tough. But when we look at it for the highest good of the all and service to the all, a lot of times that is great motivation to keep on going. So yeah, let us connect with non-physical energy. Let us be guided by invisible helping hands. And let our commitment, steadfastness, and tenacity earn us a much richer and deeper form of success. So you do not need to be perfect to achieve your goals, only persistent. Do not give up on the work that your heart guides you to do. Okay, whatever your heart is guiding you to do, that is your life purpose. And that's why we're ending our podcast with shooting star, which is life purpose. If you tune into your heart space, if you allow yourself to be guided by what excites you, you are on the path of your life purpose. Okay? So keep having the persistence and tenacity to do that. Shooting star is all about life purpose. Whew. And Rumi said, my soul is from elsewhere. I'm sure of that. And I intend to end up there. So yeah, like our souls came here from God's source. And yeah, we all do return to that. But while we're here, we do have work to do. We do have our life purpose. We do have our soul's lesson to learn. We came here for expansion. Faux show. So shooting star, it's actually a flowering plant native to North America and parts of Siberia. Native American tribes may have used it medicinally. And you can use it as a flower essence. I did use the flower essence before because it helps you when you're trying to reveal to yourself your life purpose. So yeah, when I was really doing my shadow clearing work and really wanting to be guided, I took the flower essence of shooting star for a little while. And yeah, I would say it probably helps. So yeah, let's see what our extended message is. Okay, wow, they're even talking about Dolores Cannon in her book, The 3 Waves of Volunteers in the New Earth. So, I'm like so lightheaded right now. That's kind of like something that happens when you get a lot of energy coming through your body. Sometimes you need to take a minute, breathe, and ground your energy down into the earth. Right? Like sometimes I get so high, naturally high, that I have to take a minute to just, ground back into Gaia. Like, hold me, Gaia. I'm dizzy, Gaia, hold me. Let's see. So sometimes people get hypnotized to kind of see if they can connect with their subconscious to gain a better understanding of their life lessons, their life purpose, their life work. It really intrigues me, and I'm thinking about doing it. Definitely, I probably will do it in a couple years, get trained as a hypnotist, because I do want to help people understand themselves and be guided and do their healing work. And a lot of times, if you get into that state, you can do so much healing work so fast, energetically. So, I mean, it keeps coming up synchronistically, whether being trained in QHHT or another form of it. QHT there's like another one that's way more affordable. Maybe doing that, and then when my kids are older, doing sessions with people. So I'm looking forward to my 50s. Like, I'm only 41, but I keep thinking, like, if I'm doing this work right now in my 40s, I'm excited to be in my 50s. No rush, but like, yeah. So let's see. So shooting star does have a galactic message. It is saying, like, at some point on your ascension journey, you're going to wake up to your galactic self. Like, even if you've never thought of extraterrestrials before, suddenly you're going to be like coming across stuff that makes you go, what? Because yeah, like, we're not the only ones in the universe, and our soul has had incarnations on other planets, and our higher selves could actually be connected to extraterrestrials. So if that was new to you, shocker. But Dolores Cannon says that under the deep trance of hypnosis, people remember their past lives on other planets and in other realms, and even as beings of pure light living close to the Creator. They may even, yeah, it's incredible if you ever watch any sessions on YouTube. Alba Weidman, I think is her name. She's doing awesome ones right now. But yeah, look up and watch some sessions of people being hypnotized, and it's incredible what they talk about. So many people report in these sessions that they're being called to Earth in order to assist in a great time, in a great transition at this time. These souls have chosen to incarnate as humans, some for the first time, so that their unique vibration affects others on the planet. So while these volunteers are doing humanity a wonderful service, sometimes they may have difficulty adjusting to the harsh, dense reality of human life. So what the heck is she talking about? This great transition? She's talking about ascension. This great transition of us moving from a lower density to a higher one, from us raising our vibration. That's ascension, us increasing our frequency. So star seeds, light workers, they've come here, we've come here to help everyone wake up to their own light, to help everybody realize their true self and the journey that they're on, and help them get out of this dark agenda. So anyways, no matter your specific beliefs on reincarnation or extraterrestrials, Shooting Star has come into your life today as a reminder of your cosmic consciousness. After all, even hard science agrees that we are all made of stardust. Your connection to the stars is particularly strong now. And your job is to ground this cosmic awareness onto the earthly plane. This is done through the activation of your life's unique purpose. So your life purpose, what is it? How do you activate it? Right? Think about that. Think about how you want to do your work, how you want to raise your energy. Why? Because even if you don't believe in anything, why? Because you want to be happy. You want to be fulfilled. You want to, when you live your days with purpose, trust me, you'll enjoy them so much more. So yeah, I took the flower essence of Shooting Star. It helps celestial people, it helps star seeds find their true purpose for being here on Earth. So if you're drawn to the flower essence of Shooting Star, check it out. Check it out, or call onto it right now to help it energetically enter your life. So you can call on the spirit of Shooting Star for assistance in humanizing your stellar consciousness, especially if you feel like an outsider, right? If you doubt your skills, if you doubt that you'll be understood or valued by the world, call on the spirit of Shooting Star now, right now, to come in to your consciousness and help you release your deep-seated fear of opening up and sharing yourself. Okay? Because if you're fearful of sharing yourself, you're not going to shine your light. And that's what calendula wants you to do. Calendula wants you to shine your life. So if you're hesitant to do that, shooting star can help you. So yeah, call on all of these beautiful herbal allies right now, energetically. You don't even have to have them with you. Just think about red clover. Think about calendula. Think about turmeric. And think about shooting star. Okay? So your path is calling you to uniquely express yourself. So that is your calling today. And if you make the effort to follow your true interests, no matter how strange they seem to others, life will reward you. Okay? Life will reward you. And we're not just talking about material goals, right? We're talking about the true rewards in life, and those are within. So shooting star is saying stand firm in your strangeness. So you gotta love turmeric and shooting star saying stand firm, be persistent, be weird, okay? Be strange, be you. Or if you're not weird and you're not strange, then be you. Don't feel like you have to be anything other than you be. Just be you. So anyways, yeah, it's a great time. A lot of energy is moving. It's a great time for us to discover talents that have maybe been lying dormant within us. It's a great time to reconnect to our passions and our interests, and definitely share our skills and our knowledge with others. So shooting star finishes off by saying, when you feel ready, jump on opportunities to share yourself with others. And when the time is right, those with similar viewpoints will take notice of your work, right? Those with similar frequencies, vibrations, will be drawn to us. They will be drawn to you. So shoot for the stars. Nothing less than your destiny is at stake. So is your journey of ascension important? You bet your ass it is. Your spiritual journey is everything. It's everything. It's what this life purpose is about. It's why you came here. So don't let society dictate anything else for you. Make your spiritual journey your top priority. Woo, yeehaw, little doggy. All right, so you guys, go drink some water. I feel like today we really need to get water in us, get green plant material in us, and get some light into us. And then remember to share our gifts with others. Shine your light. That was intense. I hope tomorrow maybe we can have a more lighted podcast. Maybe not so long, but hey, maybe this is exactly what we needed today. We needed to be reminded that it is so important to keep on our spiritual path and keep focused on what is truly important to our heart and our soul. And, to keep being our true selves, that is our life purpose. Let ourselves be guided. Let ourselves be inspired and lighted. The law of ascension, our frequency is raising. That's what it's gonna do. So red clover comes in, keep going with the flow. Red clover and calendula say let go of that stagnation. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Turmeric and shooting star say please be persistent. Stay strong. This is your life's purpose. This is your work. It is your soul's goal to be happy and to learn these lessons and be expanded. And keep on vibing high. Keep on allowing that frequency to rise, because you are on a journey of ascension. Everyone is. Gaia is. Our Earth Mother is. The whole planetary system, hell, the whole universe. Ascension is what it naturally does. So embrace the higher frequencies, embrace the vibrations coming in. If it stirs up some lower densities, clear them, heal them, release them, and allow yourself to go with the flow. Woo! Absolutely. And have a beautiful, wonderful day. I am so excited to go outside now. This podcast, hanging out with you, so much love to you, because my vibration is 150% different than it was at the beginning of this podcast. And I'm really so thankful and appreciative for us getting together and raising our vibe, and just doing some of the light work together. So yeehaw, little doggy. Have a wonderful day.